All right, Lisa Telsey. Cindy, we're not starting jury selection till 11:30. All right. All righty. Okay. I didn't want you to set up and then you have to take it down for some reason. How are you doing?
Okay,
How's everything going in your life?
good.
How's the baby?
They're great.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So how did your visit with your family go?
They were good.
All right. Anything else going on in your life that you need help with?
No,
Okay.
everything's going good.
All
You're
right.
good.
Oh, well, thank you very much. So do you.
Thank you.
Let me see what they're saying. All right. So the report I'm receiving is not a good report. So they're saying that you're not registering for the classes you're supposed to be registered for. So why not?
I was registering.
All right, well, here's the thing. They're saying that they don't have any proof of that. So this is what I'm gonna do. The classes they want you registered for, and I'm gonna let you speak to probation. All right, you're gonna need to get registered in those classes. So the next time you come back, you need to have registered in those classes. Otherwise, a motion to revoke may be filed. Do you understand? So you have all these people trying to help you. And I can tell you, your appearance has significantly changed from the first time I saw you, from the second time I saw you. And people will always say, Judge, why do you give people a lot of chances? And it's because I'm trying to rehabilitate you because you have a child. Hopefully you want to be a mother to that child, right?
Yes, mother.
All right, so you can't be a mother to the child if you end up in prison. So everybody is trying to help you. If you don't follow through, if you don't manage your time appropriately, you could end up getting revoked. You understand? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset you. Can I have a reset form, please? So I'm going to call you back on April 1st. All right? And so you'll need to be here at 9 and you need to make sure that you've registered for the classes that they're saying that you have not registered for. And they're telling me that you tell them that you've registered for classes, and then when they call to do a check, you haven't registered. So do not be dishonest. That's the one thing you should not be. You understand? Everybody is trying to help you. But if you don't take advantage of the help that's being offered you, then the only place for you may end up being prison. Do you understand?
Huh?
All right.
Oh, yeah, just trying to.
So
change it by an
we're going to
hour.
recall this for April 1st.
Put it up there when you need to.
You're going to talk to probation, and probation. Here's the court summary. Make sure you give that to your probation, to the probation officer in court. And then I'm going to want you to sign this reset form. And he's going to go over with you the items that are in that document that you need to start working on. You understand? All right. And if you need something, let them know. But again, nobody can help you if you don't follow through. You understand? All right. Thank you. Zoe Brooks.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Wonderful.
Okay, let me get the paperwork ready. Okay, first things first. Let me pull her up on Odyssey. And yeah. Did you receive the reset form from Telsey? All right, Miss Telsey, you need to sign the reset form and turn it in to the clerk. So if you've signed that, she'll give you your copy. All right, so has the reset form been given to the clerk?
It's set it right here.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Oh.
So on this case, is there any discovery issues, counsel?
No, Your Honor, we're not on the calendar until April 14th or 15th. She's just got indicted
Okay,
and had been in pre-file court. I filed a motion. Well, I prepared it for pre-file and then I noticed that she had just gotten indicted, so I changed it to the 187th.
Okay, and have you conferred with the state on your motion?
I talked with Jason Garahan yesterday. He said he did not have a problem with my request.
Mhm.
And he also reminded me that I needed to have Zoe here,
Yes.
which Norma turned around and confirmed also.
Okay.
So we are, she's on bond for 3 aggravated robberies.
Oh, well, let's go on the record.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 002536, 2025 CR 002537, and 2025 CR 002539. State versus Zoe Brooks. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Megan Galloway from state.
Defense?
Vic Aguilera, Miss Brooks on all 3 matters.
All right, so defense counsel has filed a motion to amend conditions of bond. And it has to do with the GPS, is that correct?
Well, it's got to do with the curfew that she's currently on.
Okay,
Judge Nanhira lowered 2 of the bonds, put her on partial house arrest with permission to go to work
Mhm.
and with a 9 o'clock curfew.
okay,
With the time change, I don't know if we leap forward or backward. The where she work is going to stay open an hour longer, which is going to interfere with her curfew.
so what time are you asking for
Well,
Kirk?
right now the curfew is at 9 p.m. and we're asking to change till 10 p.m.
All right,
And then this morning she texted me and asked me to ask if we could go on tracking only.
all right, so with regards to tracking only, how long has she been on GPS?
December 17th.
All right, so I don't think tracking only is appropriate in this case based upon the charges. State, do you have objection to tracking only?
Yes, object to tracking only, but no objection to the 1 hour extension.
All right. So with regards to extending your curfew, the court will extend your curfew to 10 p.m. If there are no violations with regards to GPS, your attorney comes back in about 6 months, then I'll consider tracking only. Do you understand? So in this court, when people are placed on GPS, one, I'm not the person who placed you on GPS, but I like to see a track record to see how you're doing. You can't, you haven't been on GPS long enough for me to consider tracking only. You understand? All right, and your next court date is when, counsel?
April 15th. I sent her a text indicating that.
Do you need a reset form for that?
I don't believe so.
Or counsel, if you would like, it's currently set for April 15th. If you would like to confer with the state now, we could perhaps move that.
I did do that. I'd like to do that. Yeah, if we could
All
possibly
right,
move that.
so if you all will step back, he's going to confer with the state and we'll see. That way you won't have to come back again so soon. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You need to remove that hood. You're not in the witness protection program. What's your name? What is your name? All right, have a seat.
Second row, sir.
All right, counsel, you ready on Brooks?
Brooks.
All right, Brooks, come forward. Okay, so where are we on discovery?
I have not seen the videos yet, but I have not asked my secretary to download them.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. If I can have a reset date, the second week in May.
But I did talk to Megan. She's your co-defendants that although they're not tagged properly in Odyssey, we're all loving the new program, Judge.
May 12th.
All right, so we're going to be back on May 12th. State on Zoe Brooks on May 12th. You need to be prepared to tender an offer. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Judge, that I just want to make sure nothing fell through. That motion was granted the curfew on all 3 charges, correct?
Yes.
Sometimes pretrial gets picky.
Yeah, you're welcome. What is your name? All right, if you'll come forward, please.
Just go straight ahead. Second row on top, second chair. So
All right, so here's the thing. You need to make sure you're on time for court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thanks for dressing appropriately. They'll give you your reset form. Your attorney is currently in a jury trial. All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Good morning. Yes,
I was hoping we could have a few moments to speak with our newcomers. We
Sure.
have a large group, it's 9 of them.
oh, where are they?
They're on the hall. I wanted to make sure there's room.
Yeah, come in.
And a lot of them are for pretrial and they've had compliance hearings with you. So they,
You're welcome.
Medina, Eduardo Jose.
Deputy Laura,
Yes, Judge.
they're gonna be bringing some probation officers in and pretrial service officers. Hey, come on up. Hello. Welcome to the 187th. Who are my pretrial services officers? Where I always give 30 lines of instructions. So how are you guys doing? Awesome. And who's with probation?
We're on probation, but.
Well, but, oh, you all came from
Yeah.
pretrial, so you're no longer with pretrial. I ran you away from pretrial to probation.
Not you.
Well, welcome. If you all ever need anything, do not hesitate to stop by here. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I always tell attorneys, probation officers are an integral part of the legal system. Sometimes I think people forget. And I do really appreciate you. I'm the judge who always requires you to go out and do field visits because I want to check on things. And we've learned a lot when you all go out to people's homes because people say, "Oh, they're doing great." And then when somebody goes to their home, they're like, "Judge, they're not doing great. There are laws being violated here." I'm like, "For checking." So thank you all so much for coming down. And as I always say, and dressing appropriately for court. I appreciate that. So when do y'all get assigned to a court or,
It will be a few weeks.
That's about our second week of training.
Yeah.
oh, training? What are they teaching you all? I just want to know.
Policies and procedures so
Evidence-based,
far, yeah.
evidence-based practice,
Okay.
man. Motivational interviewing and everything like that stuff.
Oh, awesome. See, I love that motivational interviewing. I'm interviewing you guys right now. Well, that is awesome.
Wanna take a box?
So, to the state and defense attorneys, these are going to be new probation officers. They're ready to do field visits. But seriously, if you all ever need anything or have questions about anything, you can always come here if I'm here on the bench or in my chambers. All right, thank you all so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for
Thank
bringing
you.
them by. All right, you guys have to come back by for Fiesta medals. Yes. Should be in the beginning of the month. We shall see. All right.
Appreciate your time, Judge.
All right, thank you so much. We'll see what happens. Yes, that wasn't on the Festivus. If you want, you can sit here. Yes, if you want, you can sit here. We're probably going to, not probably, we're either going to have a jury trial or a bench trial today. We shall see. Okay. You're welcome. So how's everything going?
I'm excited for tomorrow, still in it.
Oh, yes. I'm making sure because they want you to sign your life away, of course.
Oh, I know, I was reading it and I was like, what?
Yeah.
But it makes sense, everything.
Oh, yes. I have yet to lose a student at the jail.
I've never been, like, I don't think I've been touched by it, or I don't notice when I've had it.
Well, no, I always say if you want to practice criminal law at some point, your client may end up in jail and you need to know what it's like. And I used to give students visitation to the prison, but then when COVID happened, I couldn't do that as much. But once everything is secure and everything is in place, I'm probably going to start back doing that because prison is completely different from the Bexar County Jail. And some people prefer to be at the prison than at the Bexar County Jail because they say at prison, there are more things to do than what you have at the Bexar County Jail. So it's a different process. One time I took someone there and they were able to have lunch. Yes, and eat what the inmates eat. But then for me, they're like, no, you don't eat what the inmates eat. Come to the warden's office and have some food. And I'm like, yeah, but I gotta be here for my people. Gotta
Yeah,
eat.
but it was.
But then I was like, okay, thank you.
This actually felt like.
Oh, and Deputy Laura,
No. And it
Yes,
was too small.
Jess,
There's my other.
because you didn't think I could actually cook, just so you know,
Just tell them that.
last night, collard greens and shrimp were on the menu. Oh, yes.
Yeah, because it has too many
This
dishes.
is, hey, this is strictly my cooking it. And do you know, in my family, no, in my family, I was the shrimp cleaner. And you know, cleaning shrimp, it's fairly easy, but if you're doing 6 pounds of it, then you're sort of like, I really don't want any shrimp. Oh, you got it in there.
It's not all the way down, but it's in there. It's not really-
Yay.
Yeah.
I hope that sign doesn't become the sign outside when it says,
Yeah, they just-
don't enter your trial.
That's what I was saying. It's gonna sit there and it'll probably still have.
Mhm. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 011521 State versus Ruben Maldonado Jr. Can I have parties announced for the state,
Megan Galloway.
for the defense?
Rene Munoz on behalf of Mr. Maldonado.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. and it's now 9:40 a.m. The defendant has not appeared in court. Deputy Laura, did you make an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, he is not out there.
All right, defense, have you had any contact with your client?
No recent contact, Your Honor.
All right, and the court will note for the record that we were here on February 6, 2025. The defendant was present, and this case was recalled for today. State?
We're requesting a bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
All right, that will be granted. Your client will be remanded without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider. Thank you, State. You may be excused. So what ends up happening, every defendant has a date that they're supposed to show up for court. Normally, they're given a reset form if they've already appeared in court. Sometimes what ends up happening is the system will give them their date. For example, if they're released from jail, they're automatically given a court date. And sometimes what ends up happening is the notice will go to whatever address they have on file. Sometimes people move, so the correct address is not on file. And it's up to the person charged to change their address if they have a different address. But in this case, he actually was here the previous date and he filed a reset form. So a warrant is issued and their bond is forfeited or revoked. And I talked to you all about bonds and how that works in class, so. Abel Favala. All right, so this is the final setting for the restitution hearing, correct?
That is correct, Judge. Last time Mr. Favela was here, he was on bond. He's in felony drug court, and it seems that he was taken into custody by Judge Glenn. He issued a
Yes.
judge's warrant. So we're here, Judge, but just want to update the court that I spoke with the court manager, Ms. Samaron. They're going to be meeting with him this week to address those compliance matters. And I believe we are set on the restitution matter as well. So however the court would like to proceed, ready if the court is.
All right, so is there any witnesses for the restitution?
Judge, I need to confer with him about the restitution before we start with the hearing.
Okay, sure.
But there would be one.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Judge, if you may step back and then reapproach.
Yes.
Okay.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Court is calling 2024 CR 008639 State versus Michael Warner. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Nick Aguilar on behalf of Michael Warner.
And are you Michael Warner?
Yes, sir.
All right, did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance? Penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. That is a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution to SAPD for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense is at the plea.
Yes, Judge.
State is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged in count 2, how do you plea? Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
If you would consider it, Judge, yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Well, Judge, I'm glad he doesn't have COVID here today. And having multiple sessions with the prosecutors, they saw fit to recommend deferred. And we'd ask if you would follow that.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes,
What do you do?
I'm a journeyman electrician. I work for CDI. I work for the IBW Local 60 as well. I'm a member of the union.
And do you have any children?
2,
What are their ages?
18 and 16.
Do they live with you?
I live with their mother.
All right. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Azalam in my system, but those are, I have a prescription for those
All right. You'll need to make sure that probation has proof of your prescriptions. You understand?
from my psychiatry.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. $2,000 fine that will be probated, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. There's to be restitution to SAPD for drug testing. Counsel, if you believe the restitution amount is not what it should be, we can have a hearing on that.
Sure.
There's to be 6 years deferred adjudication. If you complete everything successfully, the court will consider terminating your probation early, but do not approach me until at least 3 years have passed. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once parenting classes are completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And there should be a TAP evaluation and a MIC evaluation out of custody. Follow recommendations of TAP and MIC. If for some reason TAP is recommending inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Regular random UAs. And with regards to your employment, you can either do regular random UAs or you can wear the patch. The patch costs more, but it allows you to do different things. What I tell you, it's my understanding that with the patch, sometimes if you're working in the heat, people say it falls off. It's not allowed to fall off.
So you're screwing yourself kind of.
Okay.
I'll mention it. I've had clients on the patch and have been very successful.
All right, so it's regular random UAs or the patch. All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, in this court, communication is key. Do not come back here for not reporting, you understand? If there's an issue, if you need help with something, we're here to help you, you understand? All right, good luck to you, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court, but next time be on time. All right, good luck to you.
Judge.
Thank you. And you're ready on yours?
Yes, ma'am.
Just give me a moment. Let me put this in the system.
Yes, ma'am. I just mentioned the COVID because last time we were here, I think he had COVID before that, but I have him in the hallway for the same.
Yeah.
I think he's good today.
Okay,
Thank you,
awesome.
Judge.
Yeah. All right, catch 'em. He's come down. And counsel, you're on this side.
Yes, ma'am.
I did discuss it with the state and they would have no objection to Your Honor recalling that judge's warrant, if Your Honor was so inclined, we would ask.
Okay. All right, and the court reviewed the documentation that you presented, so the court will recall the judge's warrant.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And so here's the thing, Mr. Ketchum. In this court, one, you have to make sure that you appear. And if you're not able to appear and there's a good reason for your non-appearance, then you need to provide proof of that.
I was in a car accident, Your Honor.
Here's the thing, but you have to provide proof of that. There is, and then when you come into court and I'm getting word from the deputies that you're being disruptive, there's no need to be disruptive. If there's an issue, then you know your attorney is gonna be here to correct it. And in this court, normally, I don't send people all the way to the Bear County Jail without their attorney being present or having been on the record to see if we can rectify the issue. Take no pleasure in sending people to jail or prison. So next time, you can't fly off the handle with them. All right, so the issue we're here for today, other than that, is with the VA,
Yes, ma'am. And-
well, Veterans Treatment Court.
Yes, ma'am. And we have been in communication with the Travis County Veterans Treatment Court, and they are willing to accept Tyler, and our DA's office is willing to recommend him. So we do have that application from them, and we are ready to execute that and get it to them. And I think we can have that done this week.
All right. So transfer and help me, what county is Austin?
Travis.
All right. I always get Travis and Harris County confused for some reason. You know, all these counties, if you're in Austin, your county name should start with an A. So that could give us a clue, right? Or either call Austin, Austin County.
Yeah.
Houston, Houston County.
County.
But I don't know. That's just my input. So probation on this, it's going to be a transfer to Travis County. To the Veterans Treatment Court.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll note that state approves.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything else?
Nothing further from the defense.
All right, so you're not transferred to Travis County until you're actually transferred. So what that means is you can be in Travis County, but you're going to need to report to probation here. You understand?
Understood.
All right, and talk to probation and he'll tell you, usually it's very quick when it's in state to get transfers done. All right, thank you. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, thank you.
Judge. May we be excused?
Sure. And counsel? When do you think all of this will be done?
I can have that app to them filed and everything this week. Do you want us to come back maybe next week?
Yes, where we're gonna make sure that everything is done. Just one second. Let me look at a date that would be good.
If we could have 2 weeks, I could probably have an answer from them as well.
Oh, no, I'll give you more time than that because sometimes things don't move as quickly as we would like. Let's see.
There's a good guy, and you scrape off a few barnacles. There's a good guy under this.
Yeah, no. Norma,
And David Mendoza.
Yes,
Okay.
recall this for
I think my guy's behind.
April. Is April 10th good for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Norma, recall this for April 10th for an update.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, it's Ketchum. It's 2024 CR 012926W.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Eduardo Medina. Hello. Hi, you're on this side. How are you? Usually you're off in the military.
I retired
Oh, get out of here.
about a year and a half ago.
Oh, man.
I'm living the dream now, all this free
So
time.
how's CPS?
Oh, I quit doing those.
You know, I will tell you, it's easy to get burnout, you know,
Well,
and they need to increase the pay.
that's very true.
Anyway,
But I do remember something me, you, and Jamisa Jarman came on.
yes,
Drugs, something, and denial. Remember that?
yes, I do, yeah.
I always give y'all credit for that.
Oh, thank you. All right, so where are we on discovery?
Judge, I got the discovery file on Monday.
Okay,
And so we've downloaded it. There's about 36 videos. I still got to look at those. I've only looked at one. So we're still going through the discovery, but I think we're ready to move forward. The DA is going to talk to the victim, see if we can maybe negotiate something
all right,
in the meantime.
all right. If I can have a 1 month reset, please. and state on this if you can make an offer at that time?
Yes.
All right. And you need to make sure you're on time. No, you were not. You're Eduardo Jose Medina, right? No, you were not on time. It's at 9 a.m. Sorry, when?
April.
All right, is April 15th good for you?
Yes, Judge.
Tax season is upon us. The Ides of March in April. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Court starts at 9 a.m. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I just wanna, how was I outside? I thought I was needing my lawyer to come inside.
All right, so let me just tell you, I understand it's your first time, but court is inside. So you're not waiting for your attorney outside. You need to be inside, okay?
Okay, sure.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And just have a seat. They're gonna give you a reset form. Have a great day.
Of course.
You're welcome. Jorge Luis De Leon. Hello.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. So on this case, where are we on discovery?
I've gotten all of the discovery that I believe is in the state's possession. I'm almost through going through it, but I have a couple more things I'd like to do. I would like to ask for a short reset for a plea deadline.
Okay. And
If
state,
that's
did you
something-
tender an offer?
Offer contender, yes, Your Honor.
All right, so. Do you want to come back the week of the 24th, which is next week, or the following week?
If you don't mind, bear with me while I pull up my calendar and try not to inadvertently triple schedule myself. Oh.
That can happen.
Yeah, we all laugh, but it's not funny when it's you. Actually, oddly enough, the 24th looks good, if that's all right with you, Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Ferguson, if you'll put this on the 24th, so we'll have you brought back on March 24th. That's Monday, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank
We'll be
you.
back next Monday. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. Have a great one.
Have a seat, sir.